All right, thank you. Thanks for coming back for the second half of the show where we get to talk to these comics about their life in comedy. Maybe we can introduce each person. How about a round of applause for Miriam Moreno, Jocelyn Chia, Stephanie McHugh, and Christy Buckley. All right, thanks again for being here. I'm your host, Janae Burris. I just want to open up with what drew you to stand-up specifically. It's not improv, it's not theater, it's stand-up comedy. What drew you to stand-up comedy?
I never even fathomed that I would do stand-up comedy. I don't think I even watched a ton of it as a kid, but a guy I had a crush on, the worst reason. A guy I had a crush on asked if I want to go see him do open mic comedy, and I was like, yeah, so much. And then when I went, the whole time I was like, I think I could do better than this.
Yeah.
And then it was like, then my wheels were turning, and I was like, oh, it just seemed like I got to try it at least.
Stephanie, what drew you to
Yeah,
stand-up?
I always loved stand-up comedy, and when I was single in my 20s, living in Chicago, I did not start. And for whatever reason, when I was married and had 2 small kids in my 30s, I'm like, now is a perfect time to go to bars late at night and try stand-up comedy. I think in my 20s, I did what I thought everyone wanted me to do. And in my 30s, I'm like, why am I not doing things that I want to do? And acting, I loved acting too, but I'm so tall, I thought I'm never going to get any parts. I'm
Gina
too tall.
Davis,
When you're looking down at the leading man, you're not going to get it. So I loved it.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank
we're glad
you.
you did it. All right, Jocelyn.
Well, I was invited on a date to see Aziz Ansari, and before then, I hadn't seen stand-up comedy. And halfway through his set, I started crying. I was like, why am I crying? He was very funny, but I was crying emotional tears, and there was an inner voice that said, oh, because this is what you really want to do. So nothing else was even a consideration. Like, this was it when I first was exposed to it.
What were you doing at the time? What
I was a consultant. I had a proper job. I was a lawyer. I became a consultant, like a consultant with a proper company, not one of those unemployed consultants.
You had health insurance.
I had health insurance and everything. Yeah,
everything.
6-figure salary.
Yeah, and then the stand-up comedy moved you so much. Like, were you like envisioning yourself on stage and just trying to work out how to get to that point?
In that moment when Aziz was on stage, no, I didn't think that far. It was just an emotional reaction. I kind of dismissed it at first. I was like, you're crazy. And went back to my job. Then a couple months later, I went to another show. Same thing happened. I'm like, oh. And I thought, well, okay, 2 times. I mean, you better listen to this. So I just gave it a try to see how it goes, and just kept going, never stopped.
Miriam, what brought you to stand-up comedy?
I don't know. I guess it was, I grew up in a video store my aunt owned, and we just would watch comedies all the time. And we would just do bits all the time, although we didn't know they were bits. We didn't have a name for it. And then I grew up and I learned more about stand-up, but I didn't think you could do it in Denver. So I was just like, I have to move away. And then I met a comic, and he was like, no, there's such a thing as an open mic. And then